Hey kids, do you remember the Simon Says Flash game from the 90s? This one, with all the buttons and the lights and weird sounds and the order you had to follow? Well, we think it's boring and easy, so we made Reverse Simon Says. Okay, good. You've never before seen a program like this. It's for cadets who are bored in class, 5 to 16 age kids, and old grads of all ages. That includes you, sir.
To begin this game, you go straight to the code and execute the executable file. Currently, this game has the option to have a text-based as well as the GUI-based. So for those of you who haven't played this game before, the goal of this game is to not only memorize the colors that appear on the screen, but to input them as well while going up and incrementing levels and difficulties. So the more colors that you memorize, the harder it gets. And then you can see where you rank among those who play this game. So beginning this game, we go to the executable file, and then we you execute this file through the code currently, and you can see the flashing colors and memorize them and try to match them up at the end by pressing consecutive red, yellow, green, or blue buttons. And currently, while this is all going on the other side, it's showing which box comes up, and it actually acknowledges that the box and the buttons are being pressed as well. So this way, when you do eventually fail, you can see you had a good shot going. Now after the colors finish flashing, it awaits for you to input the colors for your guess. So I'm going to just guess right now it's going to be yellow, 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 blue, and green. And after that, in the background it counts how many guesses you have, and also it creates an order of what you guessed. And then after you attempt to select the correct order that was displayed on screen for the Simon Says game, the program actually goes in and matches it, or it compares it to the actual value given. That way you get an accurate and descriptive. That way you get an accurate and correct description, accurate and correct comparison between what you attempted and what was actually shown on screen. If there are any kind of delays in using this game, it usually just means that color has come up twice, and this is done so that it gives you an added bonus, so that it's not completely like the normal game. This way, that everyone that plays this game not only gets that nostalgic feeling but also gets an experience that enables you to rejuvenate your brain daily, or just blow off steam, or if you're bored in class, just gives you something else to do other than. For an added bonus, we're going to input a way so that you get to select what kind of difficulty you get to go on. And I'll demonstrate this right now. By setting the random lights to 15, we currently have it so that it goes to 15 different colors in sequence by a random value. In this you can see how sometimes it may delay. And this just allows you to experience a challenge for yourself. Also, once you make a certain number of attempts to guess, it will recognize if you have gone over your allotted number of attempts, because by matching the value of the original string with what you input. And we will have many, many more developments before this product comes to market. And please stay tuned for any updates.
So now that you know how our program works, let's try to sell it by telling you what we intend to do to make it better. We're going to add a slow and a fast option for those of you who don't like playing at full speed. We know it's hard, so there will be an adjustable speed in the settings. We also plan to add pop-ups to make the program easier to use for those of you who have never touched a computer before in your life. And finally, we want to add a start menu so that you have a GUI to start with and don't have to worry about any of the coding whatsoever to get